Colorado High School Activities Association Baseball is on 1010 KSIR and on the World Wide Web at KSIR.com. This afternoon from Sunset Baseball Field in Brush, it's the visiting Yuma Indians against the Brush Bead Diggers. A pleasant good afternoon, a windy one. I'm John Beltran as this game is underway. And on the very first pitch, Jaden Campbell delivered a home run for Yuma, and there's a swing and a shallow fly ball into center field for a base hit. Actually, so shallow it was flagged down by the second baseman, Coyote Cohen, on one hop. So Jaden Campbell homers on the first pitch for Yuma. Then Monty Veliz, a single on the second pitch from right-hander Ryan Hirschfeld, who's only a freshman. We'll set up the Yuma lineup momentarily. Campbell's the center fielder, Veliz the right fielder. Here is Nick Lovell, the catcher, and that off-speed pitch is in the dirt. 1 ball and no strikes. The cleanup hitter's the shortstop, Sam Bauke. The pitcher, Bo Lofink, hits 5th. Lucas Andrews, the first baseman, hits 6th. Brody Zwern, the third baseman, hits 7th. And the curveball's on the outside corner for a strike at the knees. The count is level at 1-1. Yeah, Campbell leveled it over the right center field fence, and he hit it out by at least 15 feet. Jaden Koenig is the second baseman batting 8th, and Josh Gordon, the left fielder, bats 9th. And that fastball down and away. 2 balls and 1 strike. The Bead Diggers defensively have Ken Garcia at first, Coyote Cohen at second. The third baseman is Gregory Mayers. In between them is shortstop Colby Wailert. The stretch, 2-1. And that is a strike. Took something off it on the outside half, 2-2. Campbell, a right-handed hitter to lead off the game. Veliz, a lefty. And now Nick Lovell, the righty. Bead Diggers 1-3 going in with a victory over Meade 8-7 and losses to University, Conifer, and Holy Family in their most recent game a week ago, 13-6. The pitch, the curveball bounces in. Runner was going anyway as it gets away a little bit from the catcher Trevor Blake. It'll be a stolen base, and the count is at 3-2. In the outfield for Brush, Christian Valles in left. The center fielder is Dylan Acosta. Daniel Soto in right. We mentioned Trevor Blake behind the plate. And here's a 3-2 pitch. Swung on and grounded foul up the third base side. Count remains at 3-2 to Nick Lovell, the third place hitter for Yuma, one of the better athletes for the Indians. I believe he's a 3-sport athlete. Football, wrestling, and some baseball. 3-2, hitting with a big-time open stance. That left foot nowhere near the plate. The stretch by Hirschfeld. And the 3-2 offering. Curveball is in the dirt. And Lovell walks. First and second for Sam Bauke, the right-handed hitting shortstop. And on that pitch, taking off for third was Veliz. That'll be a wild pitch. So Yuma already threatening after scoring in the first pitch of the game on the home run from Jaden Campbell over the right center field fence. The opening pitch of the game was brought to you by Ingmeyer Phillips Insurance, locally in Fort Morgan and Brush, offering home, health, auto, farm, business, and workers' compensation insurance. Ingmeyer Phillips Insurance. Yuma's 2-1 on the year. They swept Caliche in a doubleheader, then lost to Fleming on Monday, 4-0. The offering, and that is low and away with a fastball. So they scored more runs on one pitch in this game than they did in the entire game. They were unable to hit Tyler Vandenbark, generating only 3 hits against the Fleming pitcher as Vandenbark struck out 15. 1-0. Swung on and grounded right side. Cohen is going to flip to second. That's one. Colby Wailert to first late. That'll be a 4-6 fielder's choice and RBI for Bauke, and Yuma leads 2-0 as Veliz scores. That'll bring up Bo Lofink, the right-handed hitting pitcher. Lofink with an open stance. Short lead for Lovell at first. The stretch by Hirschfeld and the offering. And that one is backhanded by Blake in the dirt. Then the throw and the tag applied by Wailert and safe. He got around it. So Lovell's in with a stolen base, even though he really didn't have a great jump. He took off, but the pitch in the dirt was backhanded beautifully by Blake, who threw the ball to Wailert a little bit wide of the bag, and Lovell got around the tag. 1-0. Swung on and grounded foul up the third base side. The count is level at 1 ball and 1 strike. And check that. That's Bauke, not Level, at second base. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 2 in on the home run from Jaden Campbell. And the RBI ground out from Sam Bauke, scoring Monty Velis. Lofink steps in. Laying down the sign is Blake, the stretch, and the 1-1 pitch. And the curveball stays high. Ball 2, strike 1 to the 5th place hitter for the Indians, Bo Lofink. On deck is Lucas Andrews. Bauke with a 3-step lead. And the offering. Fastball outside half for a strike, just above the knees. And the count is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Yuma coached by Brady Neiswanger, dressed in their red uniforms with the white pants. The Bee Diggers in their gray uniforms. Curveball is swung on and popped up extremely high into shallow right center field. Second baseman Cohen makes the catch a few steps into the grass, and there's 2 down. Lucas Andrews will now hit, the right-handed hitting first baseman for Yuma. A windy day. It's in the 50s, and the temperature is expected to drop throughout the course of the game. Hirschfeld stretches, and the offering. Swing and a miss. Looked like a changeup thrown by the Bee Digger freshman right-hander. It's 0-1 because Andrews was way out in front. That changeup is that much more effective if you can really take some speed off it, opposed to the fastball. The fastball is low and away, and I'm not talking about 5 miles an hour, closer to 10 miles an hour off that fastball. That makes the fastball look that much more effective as well. It works vice versa. 1 ball, 1 strike to Andrews, the pitch. And that fastball stays upstairs. 2 balls and 1 strike. Yuma with an early 2-0 lead in the top of the first inning. 2-1. Bauke leads from second. The offering, and a check swing, but he went on a ball in the dirt. 2-2 to Lucas Andrews. The Bee Diggers have played all of their games but one at Sunset Baseball Field. That was a 3-2 loss in the final game of the Fort Morgan Spring Classic to Conifer. The pitch. Curveball is outside. 3 balls and 2 strikes. A laborious inning so far. The second full count by Hirschfeld. Short lead at second for Bauke. 3-2. Fastball is upstairs, and Andrews walks. First and second for Brody Zwarn, the right-handed hitting third baseman. Bee Diggers have one more game left in the month of March. That'll be on Saturday on the road against Adams City, and we'll be on the air at noon right here on 1010 as well as KSIR.com. Fastball rides up and in. 1 ball and no strikes. And Hirschfeld's approaching 20 pitches in the inning. He might be there already. We'll tabulate it momentarily. The offering. Fastball down and in. As of right now, he's thrown well over 25 pitches so far. 2-0 to Brody Zwern. The offering. Fastball up and away. 3-0 with Jaden Koenig on deck. Three balls, no strikes to Brody Zwern, who was only a freshman. And that pitch low and away. And now Jaden Koenig, who is also a freshman, will step to the plate. So the last 2 hitters have been walked. We've got lots of young players in this game. Yuma starting 4 freshmen, and the Bee Diggers have just 1 freshman out there, but it is the starting pitcher, Ryan Hirschfeld. So this is a critical hitter if Hirschfeld looks to extend himself in this game. It is a non-league game, as is Saturday's game against Adams City, so you want to work on your younger pitchers. Righty against righty. Wind and pitch. Swung on and fouled at the plate off the right foot of Koenig. It's no balls and 1 strike. And it looked like Hirschfeld went with a little bit of an off-speed pitch. Yeah, the first baseman for the Beat Diggers, Ken Garcia. Fine pitcher. He's only a sophomore. Third baseman Gregory Mayers is a junior, so lots of young arms. And the 0-1 bounces in, blocked by Trevor Blake. The count is level at 1-1 strike. At third is Balky. At second is Andrews, and Brody Zwern is at first. Yuma leads 2-0. The pitch, that bounces in as well. 2-1 to Koenig. Yeah, it looks like that left shoulder is flying open. And when the left shoulder flies open for the pitcher, a lot of pitches are going to be down and away. Got to keep that left shoulder tucked. 2-1, and that is on the outside half for a strike at the knees. One with a fastball, perfect location. 2-2 to Jaden Koenig. With the bases loaded here on the top of the first. And the offering just a little bit low and away. 3-2 to Koenig. A base hit in the outfield will score at least 2 because the runners will take off with a pitch. Operating out of the windup. Hirschfeld with a 3-2. Swing and a miss on a changeup, and he struck out Koenig, and Hirschfeld gets out of that jam. He does allow 2 runs on only 1 base hit. It was a leadoff homer by Jaden Campbell. No errors, and the bases were left loaded. Let's head to the bottom of the first. It's Yuma 2, and the Beat Diggers are coming to bat on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com.